I actually did not know you could get it with 355 horsepower. I also didn't know you could spend $73,000 on a TLX.
What the? So besides the crazy price thing going on, Steffan, the thing I wanted to talk about inside here, which is, you've had an Acura before. You had an MDX, I think.
I did.
I had a TL for a little while, and I also had the RSX for a little while here. The TL I was very impressed with because I really liked how that interior aged. I think when that TL came out in 07, I don't think it was as impressive as like a Lexus interior at that time, or BMW, Audi, Mercedes, blah, blah, blah. But I think it aged very well, as in like, the materials have stayed really, intact, even though it was like a 10-year-old plus car by that time. So I was really impressed by that. So I actually generally like Acura interiors. I think they're kind of underrated in some sense.
I think they definitely had a down period when they had the double screens.
The double screen is a dark period for them, for sure. But this interior, although I don't think is competitive in terms of like materials and stuff like that, I think this is gonna age so much better than all the touch screen controls to operate the heated seats and all that stuff. And I'm really interested today at taking a look at the current generation of cars and kind of seeing how all that works, because man, that's gonna drive me insane. Like buying a car that has like all these random touch surfaces, and if you're leasing the car, fine. But I imagine like buying some of these cars like 10 years from now, on the used market, man, those screens are just gonna look outdated. It's just, it's such a weird era of cars that we're in right now.
It's a transitionary period. Everybody's moving to embrace these touch screens.
For sure.
All this new technology.
I just think it's weird that I would choose this based on ergonomics and not materials. That would never been the case 10 years ago. But now it's just like, I would choose this, even though it doesn't have quite nice low surfaces, because all this stuff is logical.
Yeah, it's laid out in a thoughtful way. Somebody was very attentive to it. There is some wasted space here.
For sure. But I think they didn't fill it unnecessarily. I think this shenanigans has got to go. All right.
I actually don't hate this. Of the different touch controllers that are out there, Lexus has their touchpad. Mercedes has done away with the wheel, and they just have the touchpad now as well. BMW still has the wheel for the iDrive. But I actually think that Acura has done a decent job with the trackpad controller.
We'll see how accurate it is. I've never, when you use it in real life, that's going to be a different thing, obviously. But there has to be a better way than using a trackpad, which is not even good on a laptop. It's only good on a MacBook, so I can't imagine that, this is going to be...
It's mapped almost one-to-one, so like if you're trying to get at the top left corner, this is actually the whole screen. It's not like you're scrolling like a mouse.
Okay, that's a little bit more interesting.
So it makes it a little more sensical. I experienced it in the RDX, the first RDX with the facelifted RDX that had the trackpad in it. And it surprised me with how usable it was.
Okay, that's good to know. Sweet.